Hey friends, in this video we are going to learn how to install Magento 2.4.4 on Windows. So I have divided this installation into 5 simple steps, which is install Xampp and Composer. Second is install Elasticsearch on Windows. Third, enable PHP extensions and configure php.ini file. Fourth one is to create database for Magento 2. And then the fifth is to install an Access or Magento site. Now, the bonus step is if you have installed this Magento without sample data, then in the last I am also going to explain you how to install sample data for Magento 2.4.4. So watch this video till the end. So I am Sonal Motghare-Balpande and you are watching Sonal the Coach Xampp. So let's get started with the first step. So first step is to install Xampp and the Composer. Now to install Xampp on the Composer, we need to be sure about particular versions. So here Magento 2.4.4 is compatible with PHP 8.1. Okay, now since it is compatible with PHP 8.1, we will be installing a Xampp which has PHP 8.1 in it. So to that, just click on this link here and you can see here the downloading of that Xampp file is started. Meanwhile, let's go to the second part of the step 1, which is to install the Composer. So here Magento is compatible with Composer 2.x. So we are going to install Composer 2.x. So this link is also I have given here. You can click on it and can start downloading this Composer. So you can see the Xampp and the Composer is downloading. I have downloaded both of them. So I will just skip this part, but you make sure that you download these latest versions of Xampp and the Composer. Now my step is to download has been done. Now let's install this. So I have downloaded the Xampp and the Composer here on my setup. So let me just install by double click on this Xampp application. Once you double click, see the screen like this. So click on OK. Click on next, and here you can install this Xampp on the C drive or any drive whichever you want. You can select the exact folder where you want to install it here from this folder. So it will open up all the file structure which you want to select and can install on. Okay, so I am okay with C drive, but I want the folder it's Xampp 8.1. Okay, so this is where the Xampp will install. So let me click on next and then next and then next. Okay, so this will open up this page. Just close it. We do not need that. And you can click on next and it will start the installation of this Xampp. So we need to wait. The installation of the Xampp is about to finish. Why we are installing Xampp is because it comes with MySQL, PHP and Apache server. That is what we need for Magento installation. So that's why instead of installing those one by one, we are installing Xampp, which has all this installed in it as a package. So installation has just finished. Let's click on finish, and once you click on finish, you will see the control panel like this. Okay, now click on start. Click on allow access. Green indicates that it is successfully started. Okay, next click on start for the MySQL, because these two, click on allow access. Okay, this Apache and MySQL we need it, so we just started it. Perfect. So Xampp has been successfully started on our machine. So if you face any issue, okay, like this, if there is some block, port error, or there is Apache shutdown unexpectedly, or there is a Apache service detected with the wrong, if you face this kind of errors, click on these links and that will give you the proper solution. Okay, so Xampp has been started successfully. Let's go to the Composer now. Once you click here on this Composer link, you can start downloading. I have already downloaded that zip file here. See, I already downloaded the Composer. So once you click on this, you will get and click on save, you will get file like this. So let me install it now. Double click on this composer-setup folder file, and here install for all users. Click on next. Now here, wherever you have installed the Xampp right now, okay, that path of php.exe file need to be given here. So see, I have installed it in Xampp 8.1, and there I'm looking for PHP folder and then php.exe. Okay, so this location you need to give, okay, to the composer. Then select here, add this path to your URL, and then click next. Next, and then install. Okay, cool. Let's click on next and then finish. Super easy. The installation of Composer has been done. Let's confirm the successful installation. Go to the type here to search. Here click on CMD and here type Composer and then hit enter. Once you hit enter, you will see output like this. The Composer is installed and the version is 2. Composer is installed and the version is 2.3.5. That's okay because we want 2.x. So that's okay. This is compatible now. So step 1 is done. Now let's go to the second step, which is to install Elasticsearch on your Windows system. So to download Elasticsearch, you need to click on this link. Click here to download Elasticsearch. Once you click on this, you will need to click on the save, and I have already downloaded. So here it will start downloading. Since I have already downloaded, so I will just skip this part, but make sure you download this file. This is the latest one I have given and the one which is compatible with Magento 2.4.4. Okay, so here it is. This is where I have downloaded. Now next, unzip this directory in C Xampp htdocs. So wherever you have Xampp installed, you can extract, unzip it there. Okay, so I will go to the extract files here, and here I will choose C drive, and then here Xampp directory where I am installed, and then here htdocs. Here htdocs folder I have selected and then click OK. So this is the path now in my case. So click on OK. So this will extract all the files which are present in this zip file. Once this is done, I will go to the C and Xampp 8.1 folder where I have installed it. So let's go to the C drive and the Xampp. Here in the htdocs we extracted. So this is how it is looking. Okay, now I can simply cut it and let me make here paste here. Okay, since it is nothing there, I can just delete this folder. So here Elasticsearch 7.16 is ready. Now to start this, what you need to do is double click on this bin directory and here Elasticsearch Windows batch file. Right click on this file and run as administrator. So once you click on run as administrator, this window you will see, and it will take some time. It will take some minutes to load or to install or to start the Elasticsearch. So let's wait. It's installing, it's starting the Elasticsearch. Let's wait for a few seconds more. Now if the Elasticsearch has successfully started or not, to confirm this, what you need to do, you need to go to the browser here. Okay, and here write localhost colon 9200. Okay, so it shows like nothing. It means it is not started yet. So let's wait for the Elasticsearch again. I think this must have started. Let's see, refresh the page. Cool, you can see here. Okay, now it shows the Elasticsearch started. It may take some time to see the version, etc., but this is how it is showing up. So 763 is the installed version of Elasticsearch. You need to wait for some time to run the Elasticsearch, to start the Elasticsearch properly. Okay, so step 2 is done, which we have done it successfully. This is how the output is. I have mentioned everything, each and every step in this article. I will give the link in the description. Do click on it and follow the steps. Now let's go to the third step, which is to enable PHP extensions which are required for Magento 2.4.4 and then configure php.ini. So let's start with enabling PHP extensions. So for that you need to go to the php.ini file. You can just go here and type Xampp, so it will show like that. Okay, here in the control panel it will start it. Okay, now let's click on the config. Here in front of the Apache there is a config. We will click on it and here php.ini. So once you click here, you will need to enable some extensions. The first one is the GD. So let's enable it. So I will search here is equal to GD. Okay, you can see it is just below here. So here enabling means just removing the semicolon which is appearing right here in front of the line. Just remove, okay, the semicolon and save the file. Next is intl. So I will copy it and again search it here. It is here. Again I will remove the semicolon. Perfect. Then there is a soap. Let me search this extension. Okay, cool, it is here. So I will remove the semicolon and then again there is a sockets and XSL. Okay, sockets, soap, sockets, XSL, and this one also sodium. Okay, cool. So we have successfully enabled GD, INTL, soap, and these all. Okay, so these all extensions we have removed semicolon from the beginning of these lines, and then you need to save and then close the file, restart the Apache. Perfect. So every time you restart, make sure this shows the green color. Wonderful. Now let's start with the php.ini file configuration, which are here, to make the Magento installation successful or working on the Magento should be work properly. That's why there are 3 settings which you need to enable in php.ini, which is first is max execution time. So let's go over here in config, click on php.ini, here control F, search here and click next. Okay, so what we need to set here 18000 times. Okay, the next setting is max input type. Here max input type you can see here 1800. Next there is a memory limit, so here scroll down a little bit and you can see here, so 4 GB. Save the file, close it, restart the Apache, stop and start the Apache. Very good. So it shows green again, which means it is successfully started. Wonderful. So here we are done with the step number 3. Now the very important step is to create the database for Magento. Let's start it. Here MySQL, click on the admin and here you can see phpMyAdmin has been opened. Here to create new database, click on the new button, new icon here. Here give the name Magento244. In my case I am giving Magento244. Click on create. Very simple, done. So database has been created. Everything I have mentioned here, see how wonderful it is. Now you need to set the password. So how will you set the password? Click on the shell here. Click on the shell, this box will open up. So here I will copy this and paste it simply and then hit enter. Wonderful, super easy. So this is done. Now again, since we modified the password here through shell, let's modify that in the config.inc.php file. So let's go to the here Apache config.inc. I just click it and here as I have given password root here, I will be putting same, whatever I have put it in the shell, the same password I will put it in config.inc.php file. So in the password put it root and then click on save. Here is the root password I have set. Make sure single quotes are properly given and then save. Close it and then after closing restart the Apache once. Start and started. Okay, so it shows in green. Wonderful, successfully started. Now is the last step of this Magento installation, which is we need to download the zip file of Magento from this site. This is the official website of Magento. So just click on this. So you can see here this page is getting loaded. Now here scroll down to the part called as the archive. Here zip directory is there. So once the page gets loaded properly or completely, you can see here version 2.4.4 is mentioned. This is the latest one. Okay. Now you can click from here and you can select the other versions, but the latest is right now is a version 2.4. In future it may come just near down because these updates, these versions Magento keep on updating. Okay, so once this is done, let's select here the formats, or there is zip, PR, or no other format. So I'm okay with the zip file, so that's why I will select zip. And now here if you need sample data, then click this box. If you do not need, then uncheck it. I need sample data, so I will check this and then click on download. So once you click on download, Magento will ask you to log in. If you do not have login details, not a problem. You can here scroll down and here create an account in Magento site. So once you create an account, you will be ready to log in. Once you log in, you will get a zip file of this. Okay. Now, I'm assuming now you have a zip file like I have. Here, your zip file will look like this. So I have a zip file of 2.4.4 with the sample data. Now, how to install it? You need to create a Magento2 directory here in the Xampp folder of htdocs. Here, we will create a new folder called as a Magento244 for now. Okay, and Magento 244 I created. Now here I will unzip the directory. So in the C software there is this zip file is there. So I will go to 7-zip and here extract files. Here I will select where I want to install it. So here C Xampp 8.1 htdocs directory and there Magento 244, the folder I created only. Click OK and then click on once again OK. You can cross check this path. Okay, and extraction just started. Let's wait for it to complete. Files are extracted. So let's see. In the CU drive, we extracted in Xampp directory htdocs, and here the folder is Magento 244. Okay, so we will simply cut it and we'll paste it in this directories all files. Wonderful. Okay, so this is where this is empty now because I moved all the files from there into here, so I can delete this folder. Wonderful. So our setup is ready. Our Magento has downloaded successfully. Here we can see the files I have mentioned. Now the point is, before starting installation command, we need to set a few things. So first is to set up the virtual host. To set up virtual host, you need to go to this directory the Xampp htdocs, and here instead of htdocs you will go to the Apache conf folder extra and then httpd virtual host file. So just open it here. Now in this file we will add few code. We will simply copy this and paste it in this file just below. Now what things to modify? Here it should be the location of your Magento directory and /pub, because Magento is now can be accessed with the help of pub. Inside the pub directory there is an index.php. So the root directory of Magento now is a pub directory. Okay, so that's why wherever your Magento is installed, you will give that path /pub. Now here server name is which URL you want to access Magento with. So Sonal and Magento 244. This is how I want to access my URL. So whenever I will hit this URL in the browser, I want this folder to be accessed. Okay, so sonal.magento 244. So this is 244 because Magento 2.4.4. That's why I have given name like this. Okay, and this will be the same. Okay, cool. So once this is done, let's go to the next step. So this is done. Let's then make one more setting, which is to go to this directory. You can simply copy virtual host file location. You can simply copy, go to the notepad, file, open, and paste this path. Now here 1.2.7.0.01, this inside here you can generate n number of URLs. Okay, so right now sonal.magento244.com I have given you. Whatever you have given here, you need to give the same here. Okay, if there is already some defined, you can give some space and just paste it like that. Save the file and then restart the Apache once. Green, perfect. Then you need to run the Magento installation command. Now to run the Magento installation, there are few things you need to check: base URL, database name, and the database password. If your port is 80 here, the way it is shown. If your port is 80, then you can directly copy this. Change the base URL and the database name and the password. So since my port is 80 here, I can simply copy it. I will copy it, and where do I need to run this command? In my Magento directory where I have installed it. So let's go to here, C Xampp docs Magento 244. So here CMD. Okay, what you need to do here? This is the way it is. Just click on this, so this will get selected right there, CMD. Okay, so you can open the command from at this location. Okay, super easy. Or you have a choice. You can directly go to the D colon. If your D drive is there, D colon CD like that. If it is C drive, C colon CD, C colon like that. You need to specify the path. So you are right now. So we are right now in Magento directory. Here, copy the command and paste it. Let me copy this command and paste it. So what is the URL? I made it in the virtual host. It is Sonal Sonal 244.com Magento. So here see, here you need to change the database name. My case it is Magento. I have created database. I guess it is Magento 244. Here Magento 244 I created. That is what the database name I will specify here. Magento 244, and the password root user is the root, password is the root. That's okay. So if your Xampp port is other than 80, you need to mention here in the URL, okay? Sonal.magento244.com colon and whatever is your port in that way, okay? So my command is ready. Base URL I have changed, database name and the password. Wonderful. So once I hit enter, this will start the installation. This will take some time. Once you start the installation, see, so once you see this screen, you will see this output. I have explained solution of this as well. Once the installation started, you can see the screen output. The solution is here. Same we are getting, isn't it? Now what is the solution? We need to go to the vendor Magento framework image, this directory. So let's travel to this vendor Magento here, then framework, then we need to image adapter, and then gd2.php. We will find this function, control F here, find. So you can see this is the function. What you need to do is copy this if condition, okay, and paste it instead of your if condition. So just delete and paste. Okay, that's it. Then save the file. Then again you need to run the installation step. So here this time it will be properly installed. Hit enter once again. You can see here the installation started. Let's wait for it to complete the installation. You can see here the installation been completed. Magento installation completed. Now after you see this screen, you will need to go to the, since when we enable php.ini file, and there we enable this extension by removing the semicolon. One more step we need to do is we need to go to the Xampp php libsodium. So let's go over there, Xampp php, and here libsodium. This is the file. You just need to copy this file and in the Xampp Apache bin directory, you need to paste it. Paste. Once you do this, you will need to restart the Apache. So stop and start it again. Green, very good. Next step is we need to hit the URL which we have created in virtual host file. Sonal.magento244.com. This is how I created it. It says we do not have permission to access that resource. I will again go to the C drive here, Windows, System 32, then drivers, etc. host file, and here's sonal.magento244.com, and then we will go to the Xampp Apache conf extra virtual host file. Open this if you have added this. Yeah, so it's a C, you guys, and I have put it in the C drive. Okay, so if you get this kind of error, here the way it is, you need to check in the virtual host file whether you have given the correct path. So here also the folder name is 244. Okay, so see, Xampp htdocs magento 244. This was the folder which I created in htdocs. Let me just confirm here. See, this is the folder where I have extracted all my Magento zip files. So I have given here, save it, and then restart Apache. Okay, then go back to browser, refresh this page, and you could see the screen just below. This is how it should appear. Now it's reloading. So since this is loading for the first time, it may take some time. As I said, the screen is looking exactly the same, right? This is how it is. Now next step is you need to go to this drive. So vendor Magento framework view, vendor Magento framework, and then view directory. Inside the view, there you need to go to the element and then template and then file, and here is the validator.php. Open this file, and here instead of this line, just copy it and search, Control F, paste, find it. So here it is. Instead of this line, you need to write this. Okay, so I have simply pasted it now. Wonderful. After pasting, let's go back, save the file, and then we need to go to the app etc di.xml. So here app etc di.xml file, open it, and here search for this text, Control F, find. Here just copy this text and put it here and save the file. Once you save it, you need to run these commands. Copy this and run it. Paste and run it. So the indexer command is executing. So indexer command has run successfully. Let's go to the next command, which is PHP upgrade. Copy this command, put it here, right click, so it will paste it. This will take again some time to execute. So upgrade command is worked perfectly. Let's go to the next command, which is run the deploy command. So I will just copy from here and let's run it. This will again take some time to complete. Wonderful. This is also working perfect. Let's go to the next command, which is to clear cache. And after this command, we will be ready with our setup, the front end and the admin part of Magento. Copy it, you right click, paste, run. Cache flush. Now, as I mentioned, after this, you will be ready to see your site. So let's go to our site and refresh this page. So if you have installed sample data, your screen will look like this. If you have installed Magento without sample data, in that case your screen will look like this. So the page has loaded and you can see the sample data. Okay, so this is how it is looking Magento site. Now if you want to see the admin panel, you need to copy this URL here and in the new tab paste it and type here admin. So in this way you can see the admin panel. Now if you have followed each and every step, see here the admin panel details are here. You can just copy username is admin and the password is this. Sign in. So once you click on sign in, we're expecting that you will see screen like this. As explained, you can see this now solution is given here. You need to disable Magento 2 for two-factor auth. So just copy and run this command here. So you can see that this command worked great. Let's go to the admin panel, refresh this page, and you should see the output just like this. So this is how your home page and the dashboard will be ready. If you face a problem like if there are images, product images are not displaying, you can go ahead and can run this command php bin magento catalog colon image resize. If you run this command, it will take some time and it will upload. So after that, all the images of your site will start loading. You'll see the screen, click on allow, and here your dashboard is completely ready. Just wait for some time. Yes, so just click on the dashboard. There is a sales, catalog, customers, marketing, yeah, and everywhere. Okay, cool. So this is how your front end and the admin part is ready. For the images, for this images missing or not loading, just run this command. Make sure you run this command. I have given solution also here. If you run this command and refresh your page, all the images will start loading. And if you follow the step by steps mentioned in this article, you will 100% get proper installation of your Magento site. Make sure you hit the like button and do subscribe. See you in the next video.